Hello my dear students, welcome back. In the previous class, what we have discussed, magnetic field due to a solenoid by using an Ampere circuit law, correct? So let me do the small recap about that. First I took the cylindrical coil, there it will be outside current, inside current. By a number of turns. I considered the magnetic field will be a straight. So here at one particular point I should find the magnetic field. Then I considered the loop A, B, C, D loop. Then I applied a formula, Biot-Savart's formula, A, B, C, D, B dot D L mu naught into net I considered. Then I came to know net I we need to consider N into L, total length into I. I will substitute that A, B, C, D, B dot D L mu naught N L I. After this loop I cannot make at a time A, B, C, D. So I integrated A to B, B D L, next C, B to C, B dot D L. Next C to D, B dot D L, next D to A, B dot D L. Here theta is 0, here theta was 90, so 0. Here B only is equals to 0 because out of plane, and again theta is equals to 90, here again this is 0. Only this I get exist, that integration of A to B, B dot dl is equals to mu naught NL I. When I integrate dl, so B dot dl, it becomes cos 0 is 1, okay. So dot product I removed. Next B is equals to integration of dl is what? L mu naught NL I. L cancel. So B is equals to mu naught Ni is the formula for the solenoid. Okay. Next, let us know what is the variation in varying with respect to the distance and how the magnetic field is varying. Okay. Think this is L by 2 minus L by 2, this is plus L by 2. You have observed here, I said it is straight line here, again the curve is, it goes like this, it goes like this, it goes like this, it goes like this, just like a bar magnet. So inside you have a straight, correct, no? So you should show like this, inside it is having a straight, and we're coming for here it started decreasing. When you come to the edge, when you come to this particular edge, it start decreasing, correct? Even this side, inside it is straight, but when you come to the edge, it decreases. If they ask you the graph, how the variation, how the magnetic field is varying with respect to distance means, you should write like this, okay. So today's topic, what is the magnetic field, or I can say derive the expression for a magnetic field due to toroid. Derive an expression magnetic field due to toroid. This is a new word for you, okay, magnetic field due to toroid by applying the Ampere circuit law. What is this toroid? Which you have seen the cylindrical coil in the solenoid. If I bend it and make a circle, okay, so I will bend that cylindrical and I will make in a circle path, so that is nothing but your toroid. Just like a cycle tube, you have seen the cycle tube, no? It's something like that, it is a toroid, okay. So define toroid means it is a endless, it is a circular shape of endless solenoid is nothing but the definition of toroid. It's a circular shape of endless solenoid. Here also we have solenoid means what? There should be an insulating wire around it. Is it or not? There should be an insulated wire around it. So this is what? This toroid. Toroid is something like a solenoid itself. It will be having a number of turns, but it is in the circular shape. Fine. So how to find the magnetic field? That's very important. Okay. Here I will be considering 3 loops. Okay. Here I will be considering 3 loops over here. The first loop is inside. Loop 1. Amperian loop 1. Okay. At this particular point, the distance I will take R1. See clearly. Okay. Next we have inside also there is a magnetic field, you know that. By the solenoid we understood that inside also there is a magnetic field. Is it or not? So this I will consider loop 2. This I will consider loop 2 inside the magnet. So there the radius I will take at this point is something P. Here some point like a Q. Okay. Their radius is R2. Let me take R2. Fine. Radius is R2, and outside I will consider the loop. Okay, outside I will consider the loop. Here let me take PQR. Here P is the point, here Q is the point. From here radius is R3. From here radius is R3. Okay. Now we have how many loops? This is loop 3. We have how many loops? 3 loops. Just listen. Once again I am telling. So what exactly toroid means? It's a circular shape of the solenoid. Okay, it is an endless solenoid. There will be end in the solenoid. Here there is no end. Okay. We are considering the next step. We are considering a loop. Next step what we are considering? We are considering a loop. So how many loops we have? 3 loops. First loop is inside a solenoid. Okay, and second loop is whatever the solenoid we have, between that, I mean the number of turns inside that I am going to consider. This is outermost. See here, think this is a circular. Here once again I am writing neatly. Okay, inside we have to find particular point P, and here we want to find the magnet. Here we want to find a magnetic field, that I will consider Q. Outside region I will consider R. Okay, is that clear? First initially see, this is what a tube. This is what a tube. Okay, this is what a tube. Inside I want P. That magnetic field inside, here will be number of turns. Here will be number of turns. Here inside I want, so that I will take it as what? Q point. Outside I will considering a loop, that I will take it as R. I hope so it is clear. This radius is R1, inside R2, outside R3. Okay, if I want to write, loop radius is R1, for this it is R2, for this it is R3. What is the point? For this it is P, for this it is Q, for this is R. Fine. My loop is ready. If my loop is ready, my formula is also ready. First initially we will what? We will write the formula, that is integration of complete loop. How many loops we have? 3 loops we have. First I will consider complete loop. I will write B dot dl integration, let us add after that. Okay, 1 2 3 complete loop. Then mu naught I is net current. I want net current. How to consider the net current I? We all know that number of turns per unit length into L gives into I. If I do, I will get the net current. Is it or not? I will write B integration of complete loop B dot dl mu naught NL I. Okay. First, now what I will do? I will consider individually all the loops. Okay. First, I will consider loop 1 B dot dl. You tell me, inside is that any current is passing? Inside, this is what, outside it is what, the toroid. This is what your toroid. Inside, is that any current is passing? No. Loop 1, inside this loop 1, no current is passing. If no current is passing here, how could the magnetic field exist? Is it or not? If no current is passing here, how could the magnetic field exist? That is what my point. So, B dot dl, this becomes 0. Why? Inside the loop 1, inside the loop 1, no current, or I can say net current is 0. Net current is 0. Therefore, my loop 1 value becomes what? 0. Fine. Next, I will consider loop 3. First, I will consider inside, outside, then I will come to the loop 2 point. Okay. B dot dl, this I will consider loop 2. Okay. See here, I said you threading. I will take the current like this. I will go, I will come. You all know that entering current is equals to leaving current. Is it or not? This is how, which shape? It is like this. Current is coming like this. I am going like this. Again it is coming. It is coming inside, it is going. It is coming inside, it is going. Outside the surface, there will be entering also, leaving also. Correct, no? Outside the surface. I am not talking about here. Outside, there will be both the cases. Here only it will enter and it will come, and here only it is leaving. Correct, no? So, you know, no threading. I said you will put the embroidery work. What they will put, they will keep like this. They will keep the needle. They will take here. They will come. It is entering here. It is entering. Again I want to put inside. It is going. Entering, leaving. Both are in the same plane. See here. Think this is the plane. Entering. Entering means what? Inside. Going inside. Think it is going inside. And here it is coming outside. Here only it is going inside. Here only it is coming out. So, net current, what it happens? 0. If it is 5 minus 5, what is the net current? 0. When you consider the, sorry, this is loop 3, outside, no? Loop 3, I am so sorry, loop 3. So, when I am considering outside, there you can see leaving current, entering current. Okay, you can just write again here, net current is 0. We have equal entering and leaving current. We have equal entering. So, in loop 1, net is 0. In loop 3, it is 0. Now, we have only one hope, that is nothing but loop 2. Loop 2. Obviously, there will be current there. This is what, just toroid. I am considering loop 2 with a radius R2. Okay. Only I am taking loop 2, so it will be clear for you. Okay. Here is my magnetic field at this particular point Q. Let us write the formula. See, I should know the angle. My loop is in this direction. Magnetic field is also in this direction. When both are in same direction, what is the angle made between them? Theta is equals to 0. Substitute here, integration of B dl cos 0, theta in place of 0, what it is? Integration of, this is loop 2. B dl cos 0 is 1. Now I will write what is the loop. Loop 1 B dot dl plus B dot dl of loop 2 plus B dot dl of loop 3 is equals to mu naught n Li. Okay dears, this is 0, net current is 0, inside there is no current. Here net current entering leaving both are there, therefore here it becomes 0. Therefore integration of, line integration of B dl is equals to mu naught n Li. What is the integration of dl? Here we don't have straight line, we have a circular path. Therefore, L is nothing but what? 2 pi r2. Here also L you have. What is the value of length? Mu naught n 2 pi r2 I. 2 pi r2 get cancelled. Therefore, B is equals to mu naught Ni, same like your solenoid. Okay, fine. I'll tell you once again. First, I should consider the loops. 3 loops I'll consider. Go with the diagram neatly. So, next I will write the ampere for all loop 1, loop 2, loop 3. At a time I cannot find. Later I will find. Net current I should write NLI. I substituted. First I considered the inside loop. This was the toroid. This is the toroid. Inside loop I will consider. Inside no current at all it is passing. Therefore, the net loop value becomes 0. Okay, 0. Now I will consider the outside. This is what the toroid. We have outside. Outside like this. Outside what happens? In that plane you can see entering current also, leaving current also. Therefore, the net current will become 0. Therefore, your loop 3 value becomes 0. Fine. Only loop 2 is remaining. I have written here detailedly. This is what the toroid. Inside the toroid there is a magnetic field with the radius R2. Fine. With the radius R2. What happens? Magnetic field also in that direction. My loop is also in that direction. So, theta will becomes 0. When theta becomes 0, what about the cross product? Sorry, dot product dl cos 0, 1. Now, loop 1, loop 2, loop 3 I have written mu naught NLI. This becomes 0, this becomes 0, which you came to know how it becomes 0. Then I am going to integrate for the dl, that is 2 pi r2. L is nothing but again 2 pi r2. 2 pi r2, 2 pi r2 cancel. B is equals to mu naught Ni. This is a very important part of the Ampere circuit law applications. First for the infinite straight conductor, second for the solenoid, and next for the toroid. These are the important derivations which we are going through. Please make a note of it, and it's very important. Practice the derivation, everything clearly. Okay. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Next we are going to start a new topic. Thank you all.
Toroid. If the solenoid is bent in the form of circle, its two ends are connected to each other, then it is called as toroid. It can be prepared by closely winding an insulated conducting wire around a non-conducting hollow ring. So, the magnetic field produced inside of toroid carrying electric current can be obtained by using an Ampere's circuital law. So, when I make a magnetic field at the point P inside a toroid, which is a distance r from the center, consider the circle of radius r with a center O as an Amperian loop. So, this is how I will consider the Amperian loop to find a magnetic field at the point P. By the symmetry, the magnitude of magnetic field at every point on the loop is same and it is directed towards a tangent to the circle. Correct? So, this is how we will consider. Now, I will going to apply the Ampere circuital law, integration of B dot dl, where theta is equals to 0, we know that, and dl integration is 2 pi r. Okay. I hope so it was clear in your derivation itself, whatever we have did. Here I just brought you to understand in the animation form. Okay. So this is what it's clear, because the theta is equals to 0, cos 0 is 1, we are going to integrate of it. If the total number of turns is n and the current is high, the total current passing through is set to is Ni, or even I can say n into L, n small n into L also we can write, is it or not? So let us consider integration of B dot dl is mu naught Ni. See, remember capital N, here we have written capital N. In the video I showed small n into L, both are same because capital N is equals to small n into L. Okay, I am just writing the value here, that is B into 2 pi r is equals to mu naught Ni. So here N is what? N into L. L is what? 2 pi r. 2 pi r, 2 pi r cancels. So again it is mu naught I. Don't confuse with this. It's already clear in the derivation. You can do like that. Okay. Toroid. It's an ideal toroid will be where turns is completely circular. Magnetic field at the center, outside, everything. The toroid is what? 0. In practice, this coil is helical, hence it is also called a small magnetic field axis outside the toroid. Okay, toroid is a very important component of the tokamak which is used in the research of nuclear fission. Thank you all. Have a nice day.